Hello everybody, my name is Gregory Best and I'm your ever-fake host on YouTube, The Album Surgeon. Today we'll be talking about the brand new track from The Killers entitled Run for Cover, the second single release off their first studio album in 5 years. Wonderful, wonderful, out due September 22nd, 2017. If you haven't seen my thoughts on their last single, The Man, mainly I was very positive towards it. I did like the certain vibes that they're going for, and I felt like it was better than most of Battleborn. However, unfortunately, at the same time, I did feel like it felt a bit too overblown and cheesy for my taste. Even though I know that's kind of the whole shtick they were going for with that track, it just felt a bit too overwhelming at times. I wish they dialed it back just a little more, just grounded it a bit in its own kind of self-inflation, and well, I did still enjoy it for the most part. I believe I gave it 8.3 out of 10 at the time. But anyways, going to this new track, Run for Cover, we do have to delve into politics real quick to kind of detail my thoughts on this new track. And I don't really like talking about politics. I do feel like politics are a bit too contrived, messy, and really just stupid, especially when they get into discussions and whole arguments like that. But we do have to delve into the whole political atmosphere of the United States right now to fully understand where this song is coming from. Anyways, me personally, I do lean more on the Democratic side, and I'm not a fan of Trump whatsoever. But at the same time, I am kind of a centrist, as I am open up to any political ideology from both sides, really. From any side, actually. From the Democratic Party to the Republican Party, all the way to the Green Party, anybody. So, yeah, I do think the whole United States as a political entity has become a mess in recent years. Even in 2016 with the whole election, with the Republican and Democratic primaries just being awful, especially the Republican primaries, how it was just kind of overstuffed, and then the actual election itself just being the most ugliest race I've seen in years, all the way down to the Electoral College, and well, I was definitely taken aback with a lot of the things that happened in that race. And well, yeah, anyways, what this kind of reminds you of is it reminds you of the early 2000s when Bush was elected president, 9/11 happened, and the whole situations in the Middle East, that kind of stuff. But what that reminds you of technically is how it feels with the actual music that's coming out right now. Back in the early 2000s, we saw lots of politically charged music. Two perfect examples of this, two albums to really capture that, would have been American Idiot by Green Day and Demon Days by Gorillaz. Two albums that were fairly politically inclined, of course the more political being American Idiot, but really they just defined that era, and I do feel like music is going in kind of that direction again, as we have seen a lot of artists go back to their political roots. For example, Green Day did that with Revolution Radio, even though that album was a bit disappointing. Gorillaz did that with Humans, of course revolving around the election being the whole storyline for that album. And also Arcade Fire, we just got an album from them that was fairly political, but also we have seen The Killers now take a political stance on this. And well, one problem I have seen with a lot of the political tracks that have been coming out is they do feel kind of like this boring sludge. It's all slow, not really powerful, kind of feels like they're lost, not necessarily knowing exactly what they're doing, but there's really just no energy to the actual performance whatsoever. However, with this new track from The Killers, man, is there energy to this, and I'm really thankful for that. Of course, the track itself is very frantic and doesn't offer that many solutions as to what to do. It is, you know, a bit hectic in stylings, but at the same time, it is fun to listen to. It has just this certain power that I enjoy, and well, I do have to admit, it's not necessarily tight in its instrumentalization, not as tight as, say, Sam's Town and anything off that album. But it does have these little production choices that are fairly nice. Has this throwback 80s vibe like they were going with The Man. And well, at the same time as I am glad that they are going in this energetic route for the whole political song issue right there, I do also have to love it because it is bringing more energy to the band that has been lacking in energy for the past two releases, Battleborn and Day and Age. And no matter how much I do love Day and Age, I do have to admit the record in and of itself is a bit weak energy-wise, and well, this new track just has the power. Anyways, I'm gonna close with it. I do feel like the melodic delivery of Brendan Flowers is yet again a bit disappointing, as I did see with the man how it was a bit more frantic and how he's kind of overstepping his range a bit. He does have a high range, but he just feels like he's going a bit too high, and that does lead to kind of a messy vocal performance from him, but it is still enjoyable for the most part. Especially the chorus is very good. It's mainly the verses that are the problem with that. And a bit of the production on the bass guitar is a bit wonky at times, but still, the track overall is just a really great track from the Killers, better than The Man in my opinion, and well, overall I'd have to give it a light 9 out of 10. So yeah, if you heard this new track from the Killers, let me know what you think about it in the comments. If you liked today's video, you can like, you can subscribe. If you didn't like today's video, you can dislike, you can subscribe and unsubscribe, make it look like I lost a few subscribers. You can leave a hate comment for all you care. I honestly probably won't care, but also you can leave a comment discussing your thoughts on this. I do love getting into discussions about music. It's a very fun thing to do, very informative, and just opinions in general are, you know, just this crazy thing, and I love discussing them. So yeah, if you have your thoughts on this new Killers track, just let me know what you think about it in the comments. And well, without further ado, you can click right up here to see my review of Foster People's nice yet slightly off album, Sacred Hearts Club Me Off. You can also click here to subscribe, and no matter what you do, hope you have a good day.